Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Last time was another bit of a doozy where we found out a lot about our cards. We found out, which is something I'd already been suspecting, but it's more terrifying to have it confirmed, we're not just changing the future, we shape it and the past. Anything we say with our reading becomes true, which is extremely terrifying because of all of the things that we've had possibilities to do before, including starting World War III, or at least leading in that direction. Oh my gosh, there was so much that we could have done that was terrible, and maybe we have done some stuff that was terrible. But look, we know better now. We know what to do. We know what not to do. We're gonna try and only read good things. We're gonna try and not do dumb things. But, oh, Adana's dead, which I'm not gonna say I'm sad about. But before she left, she had to come and be a bitch one more time. But, you know, that's Adana. But now we have two letters from our dearest friends, one of which is very obvious with her celebration, and the other who is gonna be a little more subtle about it. So, you know what? Let's go with subtlety first. Let's talk to Jasmine. Invite her over. Or is this about Greth? Because I told Greth to talk with Jasmine.
Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it.
Adana's dead.
You knew already?
I just met with Adana's corpse.
Is that true? What did she want?
She was dealing with loose ends.
Did she lift your sentence?
I wish. She was only trying to justify herself to leave this universe in peace, I guess. Which, I mentioned it before in the last episode, but what shitty justification. Like, I can get it. Our power is terrifying, especially when we were unaware of it. But instead of talking to us or guiding us on this and why we should be careful with this power, she just exiled us and hoped that this lasting trauma would make us feel better about what we did. Or, like, make us, like, just depriving us from our deck, isolating us for 1,000 years. Like, even if we did go through the entire 1,000-year sentence and Adana was still alive, does she think we would come back and suddenly be respectful towards her? I think we'd be more pissed. I'm pissed after 200 years. That's terrifying. I don't know, like, shitty justification. There were so many better ways she could have done that, in my opinion. Maybe, I'm not an immortal witch, but still.
Poor Adana.
Don't say that. No, she's not poor. She's a bitch. My exile is now in the hands of whoever gets to rule next.
About that, the first order of business is to decide how to deal with Adana's corpse.
Dance on it! What do you mean?
There's an incredible amount of magic stored inside Adana's corpse, and now it's up to the coven to decide how to handle it. One option is to devour her, so every witch in our coven becomes stronger. The other option is to scatter her remains throughout the cosmos so more witches can ascend. That way our clan could almost double in size.
What's your stance on this?
I believe we should devour her. Changing government and all, I believe it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees.
Okay, you do have a point.
There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters.
I see.
And speaking of that, I'm running for leader.
Oh, congratulations, and good luck.
Thank you. I thought this coven could use some tender love and care after Adana. I actually do agree with that.
That is true.
Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna?
Oh shit. Oh no! But Dalia! I think Dalia would be an amazing leader too! Jasmine! Oh, I don't know, you're a little... I don't know.
Can I count on your support?
Tell me about your program first. I want to know what I'm agreeing to. Tell me about your program first.
Oh, but of course, sorry. Right now, there are 5 pillars in the rule set of our coven. Judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Judgment is about how we deal with conflicts within the coven, how we determine who's at fault and such. It's also the executive branch, tackling where the coven is going and how we deal with major events.
Ooh, I like this little thing we got going on here.
Right now, we have runic judgment. Basically, it was Adana consulting with the gods. I believe we shouldn't leave witch law in the hands of exogenous forces. My proposal is that judgment should be in the hands of the oldest 4 members of the coven, in agreement with the leader. So any judgment should come by quorum of the 5 wisest witches. Then there's law enforcement. Right now, witches who put the coven in jeopardy are sent to exile for a variable amount of time, depending on the severity of their actions. And it's truly horrible! My proposal here is that witches accumulate warnings depending on the severity of their transgressions. And eventually, should they fail to change their behavior, they will be expelled from the coven. No witch should endure what you're going through, Fortuna. Letting witches go to find a new coven, that's a better fit. It's a more humane solution, in my opinion. Then there's the forbidden arts. That's how we deal with hazardous magic and knowledge, such as summoning behemoths, necromancy, and so on. Right now, when the coven determines something could put our community at risk, we ban it. And I believe it should stay that way, so no changes on that front for my part. Next point, mortal affairs. That's how we deal with humans and other lesser beings. Audina determined that mortals should be exploited and manipulated for witches' convenience. Yeah, I remember specifically World War III was mentioned. I don't like that at all. I don't believe any soul should be a lesser being to begin with. I believe we have the responsibility to protect and guide mortal societies. We have the power to better their lives, so we must do so. And last but not least, there are the witch duties. That defines what member obligations to the covens are. Right now, we have the infamous quarterly controls, and should a witch fail to deliver, they'll eventually lose their membership. I propose a policy of zero vigilance, to trust that a member of our coven will always strive to better our community. Contribution should be at every witch's own pace and discretion. Oh, there's also the issue regarding what to do with Audina's corpse. I say we should devour her and become stronger. That basically sums it up. What do you think? Can I count on your support? Oh no, and Dalia's gonna run too, isn't she? I'm gonna be split between my friends. Okay, here's the thing. Judgment, I don't like. The law enforcement one, I think, is much better than just straight up exile. The forbidden arts, considering I've summoned a behemoth, banning is not the best idea. But we already predicted that they'll coexist. I just don't know how that's gonna work if Jasmine is in charge. Mortal affairs, much better, much better. Guide and protect over starting World War III, any day. I'd prefer that. Witch duties, freedom and trust, I'm a little concerned about it, but it's still way, way better than what was happening before. Poor Louise was, no pun intended, in stitches over it. Like, losing her mind. She came to us desperate for help. And, oh goodness. And I don't know about Dalia. Do I say no? But I do like her so far. She seems like she'd be more gentle. Oh. You know what? Fine. I'll help you. Of course I'll help you. Yay! Thank you, Fortuna. My pleasure. Okay, the first order of business is to assess the risks and opportunities ahead of me. I was hoping to consult with your deck. Absolutely. Let's put these cards to good use. Alright. Let's see. Risks and opportunities it is. That's right. Meditate on your strong points and ponder what could go wrong while I shuffle the cards. Alright. Oh, the Red Strings Club! Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. Witness to many kinds of love. The bartender can channel hidden feelings. The swordfish liquor runs with truth. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Communication, peace, yearning, passion, power. Let's put this in opportunities. The oldest witches will help you influence many of the newcomers. Oh, there's only one? Uh-oh. Can I move it? Dang it. Dang it. The oldest witches will help you influence many of the newcomers. Oh, that's great news! Having the youngest behind me is good, but it puts my mind at ease knowing I'll have support of the wisest witches in our clan. If I become leader, I want to create a board of advisors, and there's no better wisdom than experience. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to this race. Best of luck. Alright, but what about the other one?
Trail of Feathers. So justice, support, success, temptation, happiness. Let's see what this could be. You will be blamed for a tragedy and it will make you lose many votes. There won't be any major difficulties in your path. During the most trying times of your life, you will lose faith in yourself and your leadership will suffer for it. So I could either make sure nothing bad will happen, or I could make something happen. I don't want to cause a tragedy. Now I'm like terrified of my potential. I don't think anyone should have this much power. I don't want to hurt her, but I also don't know what Dalia possibly could get. Should I give them both a difficulty? I don't know. I don't want to do this. I said I would support her. No major difficulties. We'll see what we get with Dalia, because I have a feeling Dalia wants a reading too. There won't be any major difficulties in your path.
Wow, really?
Yup, crystal clear.
Yay, I'm gonna win this race.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, well, of course. But right now, a smooth campaign is all I can ask for. The rest is in my hands. Thank you, Fortuna.
My pleasure. Alright, I need to make some new cards. Alright. Alia, Jacta, Est. What does that mean?
Indeed. Predictions aside, there's a difficult race ahead, that's for sure. Thanks a lot for your counsel, my friend.
You just let me know if I can help in any other way.
Will do. By the way, there's someone I would like you to meet.
New people!
Jonarisha, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Adana and become stronger. Jonarisha is the oldest and wisest witch in our clan after Adana. She can make a strong case for why we should absorb our former leader's corpse.
Can you stop saying it like that? Because it makes it really hard for me to want to support you.
It would mean a lot to me if you heard what she has to say.
Sure. Tell her to pay me a visit.
Okay, I should be leaving now. There are a lot of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Take care.
Do your best. Bye. Okay. So, I'm gonna guess Dalia also wants to run. Which means that if something bad happens, it's my fault. Oh. Okay, let's celebrate with Dalia. Adana is dead! Fuck Adana! Oh, let's go out and celebrate. Oh, Dalia. No, I can't. Why not? That hag is out. Fuck rules. My freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become leader. My first order of business will be to ban fucking exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for office, Fortuna. I knew it! Oh, wow. Really? I can't picture you running the coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. Well, I've been planning on leaving the coven and starting my own clan of warrior witches. Now, here's an opportunity to change the direction of our community without having to abandon you at all. It won't be a coven of warriors, but I sincerely hope I can make life better for all our sisters. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. Follow me, and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. You're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me! Let's rule the coven together! Oh, God. Why don't you tell me your plans first? Of course, of course. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Don't you think I'm a dumb witch? I have a solid plan. I've done some research, and the 5 pillars of our coven laws are judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and witch duties. Judgment is how we decide who fucked up and what to do with the coven. Law enforcement is how we punish those who fucked up. Forbidden arts is how we deal with dangerous stuff. Mortal affairs is how we deal with people, animals, and everything non-magical. Witch duties is basically what every sister has to do for the coven.
Now, Autono is basically all, fuck you, I rule, fuck you, I exile you, fuck dangerous stuff, fuck mortals, well, fuck you. I want to change things radically, try a new system, more open and inclusive. Judgment will be something held between all members of the Coven. All important issues will be solved after hearing everyone's input, then celebrating a referendum. It's feasible since our Coven has less than 100 members right now. There won't be law enforcement. All issues will be solved amicably between the affected parties. Isn't that a bit naive? What if they can't reach an agreement? We'll submit the case to the Arbitrage Office. I don't see why we need additional enforcement since we have the Magical Pact already. I see. Following that line of thought, there won't be any forbidden arts. I believe that banning things begets temptation. It's better to share knowledge and educate witches about its implications. Then about mortal affairs, I believe we should cut all ties with mortals. This may seem radical, but I believe we are way too privileged to dare tamper with human lives. I say leave them be. We have a whole universe to toy with. As for witch duties, instead of asphyxiating quarterly controls, I say we set a magical tax to pool resources for the Coven. Any witch could go about her life however she wants, provided she shares a proportional part of the magic she draws from the cosmos. We'll use those resources to help newcomers, or any sisters in need, or to develop ambitious communal projects. That basically sums it up. And what about devouring or freeing Audina's corpse? Ah, shit! You are well informed, I almost forgot about that. Apparently there's a lot of magic stored inside the corpse of a witch. If we literally eat her, we'll all become more powerful. But if we free her magic, a lot of women will be able to ascend and become witches. We could almost double our numbers. I firmly believe we should share her magic with the universe. We may become more powerful should we devour her, but there's a special strength hidden in diversity. More points of view and clash of new wills will make us grow in more interesting ways. That pretty much sums up my stance, so... Are you with me? Oh my gosh! I should have done Dalia first. Okay, so... Referendum, I like a lot better. Communication and understanding, I like a lot better, especially with the Arbitrage Office. But I don't know if that would be... Oh, it's definitely better than exile, but I do like the warnings Jasmine put forth. Warnings would be good. Forbidden arts, free and access, I actually do like that better than banning. I agree with her on the temptation thing. I feel like a lot of things shouldn't be, like, it'd be better for people to learn about stuff. It's like, you know how, like, some people, like, just don't do sex education at all, and so when people do have sex still, because of course they do, they don't know what to do, and they don't know, like, they get pregnant and stuff because they're not prepared for what that means. I think education would be better. Cutting all ties with mortals, I could see that. I mean, it's definitely better than exploitation, and while we could help mortals, cutting all ties is also safer, but then I think about Louise and how her lover is immortal. Would that be banned too? I don't know. And magical tax? I don't know. I think it might be a little bit better. It's better than quarterly controls, but magical tax? I don't know. that's the anarchist in me speaking. And the welcoming new witches, I was a little worried about the amount of numbers, but Dalia makes a good point about how, you know, having more people and more points of view would be a good idea, but also Jasmine has a point when it comes to the fact that with so many new people, when we're just getting a new government out there, it might be a little bit chaotic, so, oh, I like both of them. I like both. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a fucking Disney Channel girl, and I'm gonna say yes to both, like I'm saying I'm going to prom with two different people and jumping between them. Whoever wins, wins, okay? Alright. This is dumb. This is a dumb idea. But hell yeah, I'm in! That is fucking fantastic, Fortuna! I swear I'm gonna be the best leader this coven has ever seen. Oh! I'll be helping Jasmine too, though. I like that. I'm gonna be honest now. I'll be helping Jasmine too, though. What? You plan on playing both sides? Don't be upset. I just believe either of you two would make an excellent leader. I'll support you both with my divination, and let the coven decide where to put their trust. Please don't be mad at me.
That's fair, I guess. Oh, thank God, I didn't have to choose. Okay, cards. Am I going to win? Oh, wow, hold your horses, Dalia. That question may be too heavy. Why? Jasmine is planning on running for office too. Let's clear things up so we can save ourselves the pain of a campaign. If you want to solve this by shuffling a deck, you might as well meet with Jasmine and flip a coin. And none of that would do. Voters are going to need a campaign to be informed at the very least. Sure. We can still do the theater if necessary, but I'd rather know who's gonna win already to dispel all the anxiety. I refuse. That would be unfair to Jasmine, especially because if we say Dalia wins, then Dalia wins. That is 100% unfair. Better to think of a different question. Okay, I get it. What to ask? Okay, I know. Who are my enemies going to be? And what kind of dagger should I forge to face these trying times? Whoa, playing hardball, are we? The future of the coven is on the line. Let's pull out the artillery. Understood. Focus on your warrior spirit while I shuffle the cards. Alright, what did we get? What did we get? What did we get? The coven! Ooh! Leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, and luck. That's a good one for dagger. Presence, make yourself a dagger that inspires respect. Resilience, infuse the handle with it so the dagger can withstand your grip in these trying times. I like presence. Respect. Presence, make yourself a dagger that inspires respect. That's it! Great idea, Fortuna. I'd say you're intimidating enough as you are. I don't know if this is gonna be overkill. Shut up. I'm not intimidating, I'm just intense. That's a bit of an understatement, but you do you, witch. Will do, thank you, Fortuna. Alright, what next? Trail of Feathers! Oh, it's the same one as before! Okay, thank God. Enemies. An Arbiter is going to be on your tail, scrutinizing every move you make. Jasmine will pose the biggest threat. The oldest witches will conspire against you. An Arbiter. Jasmine will be your biggest threat. She is, though, because she's not gonna have any difficulties. So, this I could see, because we know that the oldest witches are on Jasmine's side, but Jasmine is the main threat. And an Arbiter will be on your tail. Oh god. Oh god. I don't know, I just feel bad because Jasmine has no difficulties. I gave her no difficulties. She has the easiest route, so she is the biggest threat. And I'm gonna just... Jasmine will pose the biggest threat to your campaign. Yeah, she's running for leader. Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious. Well, take this reading as a don't underestimate Jasmine. I'd never. Jasmine is a formidable opponent. But sure, I'll keep it in mind. I'll step up my game. Good. Okay, that was not as bad as I thought. I thought she was gonna get mad. She just got annoyed with me. What's the matter? Not to undermine your craft, but I doubt a dagger will suffice against Jasmine. She promises to be a formidable opponent. What do you say we draw an extra card to explore what measures to take, given this predicament? Absolutely. Lay it on me. Alright, here we go. Oh dear. Westward energies. Guardian, ego, happiness, indifference, stagnation. Woo, woo, woo. Make a demonstration of power before the coven. Extend an official duel challenge. Rally the youngest witches against your opponent. You will be powerless against such a rival. How about rally the youngest? Because she's going for the oldest witches. A duel terrifies me. I don't want to pit my two friends against each other. But if she's going for the older witches... Oh god, I said something about the younger witches, didn't I? But I'm still going with this one, because I know that she wants the older witches to be in charge and everything, and she does want the younger vote, but Dalia seems like, especially considering Dalia wants to bring in more witches, the youngest vote would be the best for her, I think? Rally the youngest witches against your opponent. Oh, poor Jasmine. I wouldn't want to bully her. She's probably going to cater to the more conservative members of the coven. So combining that with the power of youth looks extremely effective to me. That's going to polarize the race, to say the least. But you may be right. I'll do that. Thank you, Fortuna. At least she has a fighting chance now, after I gave Jasmine, like, a fucking slip and slide to the end of this race. And that's a wrap. I hope that was useful to you. Well, I'd have preferred to cut to the chase and see who was going to win, but this'll have to do. Thanks for, taking the time. My pleasure. Before I leave, I wanted to ask you for another favor. What's up? Another friend of yours to summon a behemoth? No, silly. One of the things that matters to me the most is how we deal with Artemis' corpse. I believe it is extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love it if you met with our most recent addition to the community, the newest witch! She's so new she doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come see you. You can help her find her way. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. I need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See you. Bye, Dalia. Fare thee well. What's up, Bobramar? Ah, the fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to, quite literally, play our cards. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah. How do you feel about politics? The problem with politics is that they're so fucking awful, but they're also kind of necessary. I don't enjoy political discussion. I hate politics. But especially, like, you know, I'm in America, so politics suck ass. So I agree with this the most. A necessary pain in the ass. Yeah, I see how they could become suffocating for a mortal. Too many hows and whys. I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree, if you don't want to be insensitive to the status of your community. But I sure hate many things about it. I get it. What are your plans for these elections, then? Don't you feel that playing both sides is a bit sleazy? They're both my friends! I didn't want to do... I just want to support both my friends. And what about your own beliefs? You don't care what direction the coven takes? I do, but I also trust them. If something doesn't sit right with me, I'll try to change their minds. And if we can't get to an agreement, I'll always be able to speak through my vote. I can't vote for both of them after all. Right, right. You'll form a better picture for who to vote for if you gather information from both sides anyway. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader. I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react. But I'm also afraid of myself. I'm still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do about it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I am afraid too. But I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa. Are you afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? You wish, witch. Jokes aside, I already told you that this is the first time I've encountered, throughout my many existences, something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill. Why don't you write yourself some courage? Fuck it, why not? I'll draw one card. Okay. I'll draw myself one card. Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card ripe with fire magic and you end up in a bad place? I'm surprised that Abramar doesn't want me to pull a card. He teases me a lot, but he's actually showing some concern. And you know what? He's right. I know I said I would do it, but he's right. And if he's scared, then I'm scared. We shouldn't play with fire, at least not right now. Better not to play with fire. Oh, we just dodged a bullet. I wouldn't do it either. We created something quite frightening, huh? Tell me about it. Hey, looks like you have mail. Oh my god, so many mails! Dalia back again already! And a cube, and a bird, it's Greth! So that must be the mathematician, that's Greth. And this is Dalia, or maybe Dalia's friend? But you know what? This episode has already gone on way longer than I expected, and it's been so interesting. I'm a little worried about playing both sides, but we did admit it to Dalia. So Jasmine has to know, right? I mean, I want to support both of them. I know eventually I'm gonna have to vote for one or the other, but I want to help both of them in my own way, and I hopefully give both of them enough challenges, especially after Jasmine. I just gave her a fucking slip and slide through that. I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't want to fuck up her campaign either. But I guess it's up to the coven, so we'll see. I didn't decide who wins. We did that at least. But we'll go from here. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll learn more information. Like I said, both of them have very good points in their campaign, but both of them have stuff I don't agree with. But they're both my friends at the same time. It's not like a which one is less worse than the other. It's both of these people are my friends and I don't want to hurt either of their feelings, and I really like both of their opinions. But we'll just have to wait and see. We might make some more cards next time before we invite anyone over, just because we have a new person, and I want to make sure we have new stuff in our deck, especially with the thing that Audina gave us, which might become useful in the future. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Who would you vote for? What policies do you agree with? What ones do you not agree with? I would love to hear what you think, and we'll see what we learn next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, fill out your ballots correctly, and have a good day.